Welcome to a brand new podcast. This is the Oracle 19, and my name is Greatness. You can check us out on all the major platforms, which is Anchor.fm, Google, iTunes, Apple, Spotify, just to name a few. Like, subscribe, share the podcast. We are worldwide and expanding, so definitely thank y'all guys for your support of spreading the message. And a free will offering you can always send through our PayPal account, which is evolutionoflondon@gmail.com if you want to make a small contribution. Once again, that's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com. Again, that's www.evolutionoflondon.com. That's our baby shopping mall. We have a whole wide range of products. Again, that's from clothing, men's, ladies, kids, accessories, household products as well, jewelry, tools. Well, actually, household jewelry, obviously not household products, more as accessories. But you understand what I mean. We just have a whole wide range of products, pretty much close to 10,000 products. So definitely check that out as well. www.evolutionoflondon.org. Once again, that's www.evolutionoflondon.org. There we have custom clothes, accessories, digital products, ebooks, videos, personal as well as business. So definitely check that out. And again, you can't go wrong. We have different links to different other sites. Check out www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. There we have products and links that we have differently, I should say. So support that. www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. And music by Cheap Limousine. Cheap Limousine channel. He's on YouTube. We have a whole wide range of beats. One you're hearing right now. Very nice. So definitely support Cheap Limousine channel. And from when you go to his channel, you have different beats, like I mentioned, but other social media platforms that he has. So that will, once you go to the YouTube channel, you will see that for yourself. So support his brand, Cheap Limousine channel. And speaking about YouTube, Greatness 19 channel. We have a whole wide range of educational videos to open up the third eye. So pretty much over 260 videos. So definitely check that out. Like, subscribe, and share to Greatness 19 channel. And also our other channel, which is our health and wellness channel, Mr. Evolution of London. If you're a quicker way to find Mr. Evolution of London, if you're in the Greatness 19 channel, just check under channels, and then you will see our second channel. And again, like, subscribe, and click on the subscription, and want you to support that channel as well. A whole wide range of videos on health, wellness, supplements that you can take for your general health. Mr. Will, he's our fitness consultant and could be yours. He's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. If you want to book a consultation, you can email him at williesfitness99@gmail.com. So that, again, that's Willies, WILLYZ, fitness99@gmail.com. And also, you can support his merchandise, which is www.wjaaccessories.com. Once again, that's www.wjaaccessories.com. wjaaccessories.com. And again, to sum everything up, we do have a GoFundMe page which will be in our description box, but the Oracle 19 podcast, Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, I need you to like, subscribe, and share and support. Pass the information to your social media. Definitely want to expand. That's the least you can do if you're not going to donate, guys. Don't be cheap. At least pass the word. And again, thank you for all you guys supporters that's supporting the brand. And anything that I haven't mentioned, you can just check out in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London. All right, well, today we're going to talk about, this is like our part 2, the Truth series. I mentioned on the last show about the truth about your mother. And now I'm going to get to the truth about your father. Now, again, a lot of people really don't like to hear about their mothers. And again, I'm not directly talking about any of your individual mothers, I should say, but it might apply, okay? And again, not really trying to be offensive, but I'm just sharing information that basically, if you really analyze it, you really know the truth about it. You just don't want to admit to yourself. But today, we're going to, again, talk about fathers. The truth about your father. And like I said, that's probably the easy part of things. Talking about your father. Because a lot of times society teaches that, your father is weak, your father is trash, and it really doesn't matter. So, and in hindsight, it is true. You have a lot of fathers out there that is trash. It is what it is. I mean, they do some very awful things to not only to their significant other, but to people. And, you got your father might be a junkie. What are you going to do? This is what you have to deal with. Junkie could be a crackhead and could be a drug dealer. This is your father. And unfortunately, a lot of you people, a lot of you young men and women have to grow up knowing that your father is a degenerate. It is what it is. And you have to live that. See, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And again, unfortunately, a lot of the women, they pick these degenerate type of men. These men don't want to be, fathers. They leave the children. They get the mother pregnant. And they just decide, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. And they leave. Just no excuse. The woman could be a very good mother, good woman. But that father just say, forget it. Because he knows that mother is pregnant and he just go. And the children have to be a product of that unfortunate situation. And backtracking, also the truth about your father. Again, as I mentioned, he could be a drug dealer. And again, that's not really bringing no value to the offspring. And unfortunately, you have mothers that have to deal with that. Or that father could be, like I mentioned previously, a drug addict. And that father could have had some issues. Well, a lot of fathers do have previous issues from childhood leading to the adult stage. And then they carry that over to their family and pretty much destroys their family. They destroy their family because of their own degenerate behavior. Again, very, very unfortunate. But guess what? It is what it is. And unfortunately, the women and children have to succumb to that father's degenerate behavior. Again, I'm not talking about the good fathers out here. There's a small percentage of decent fathers out here in North America that is doing the right thing and doing the best they can of what they have. We're not really talking about them. We just talk about the straight degenerate fathers. That's where we're really getting at. It's just the scum of the earth type of fathers. Then there's another segment of fathers that are physically abusive and mentally abusive with their significant other and children, which can cause scars, mental scars to the offspring. Because you do have a lot of fathers out here that is physically abusive and mentally abusive. And we're not talking about ones that if you have an argument, because nobody's perfect. Sometimes it's going to be, physical confrontations or mental confrontations with your significant other or children. A lot of times people just throw it up in the air as soon as it's a physical confrontation, one or two, and then they just sum it up that man is overall an abusive individual because of a couple of mishaps. Again, nobody's perfect. It goes both sides of the fence. But we just talked about generally speaking, just a father that is just every day, every minute on the minute, just an abusive individual, physically and mentally. Because there's a fine line with that. A lot of women and children like throwing that up in the air about fathers as soon as they disagree with their ideologies. They like throwing that up in the air. So it's a fine line. So we're not talking about those. We're just talking about, generally speaking, just a real degenerate of a man that is just always causing physical and mental anguish to his significant other and the children. And it's a very unfortunate thing, but it is what it is. So we want to definitely share that, or I want to share that. Or how about a father that is lazy? He just might want to play video games every day. He don't want to work. Don't want to provide for his wife and children. You got those type of fathers, and they depend on the woman for everything. Fathers, how can you expect a woman to respect you if you're lazy and if you're dependent on the woman for her money and her access of things? And unfortunately, you have those type of men. You have a lot of those type of men. That's the truth about your father. And the truth about your father, you know, he has children all over the place and not taking care of them. That's also the truth. Now, there's different scenarios because sometimes he's unable because of the situation with the mother. But I don't want to get into that. Just outright, just a father, just say, screw it, don't care, whatever. That type of individual. Because there's different layers. And a lot of society like to throw that at men that don't take care of their father. They think, oh, they just straight deadbeats. And there's a lot of layers with that. It's just not a one-sided thing. But if it is just a one-sided thing, just the father don't give a damn, you do have those type of individual men out there. And this is what, unfortunately, the young men and women have to grow up with. And also there's men out here fathers, I should say, that cannot even teach their children or significant other just knowledge, wisdom, and understanding so they can be better people. That father is a low, what I call a low frequency father. He haven't read any books of any significance. He haven't experienced certain things in life. So he can't bring nothing to the table mentally to be able to teach his woman or children. And you have a lot of fathers like that. You see, I'm not going to really have a long speech or a long topic about men. Why? Because, see, it's always put out there every day about fathers/men, okay? So it's not, this is just common knowledge because fathers is always being bashed every day. But see, the reason why I made it lengthy for mothers, because nobody really talk about mothers. Everything is sugar and spice and everything nice. But still, truth is truth, because you do have fathers out here that are straight trash. Straight. I mean, it is what it is. And yes, absolutely could be many examples about fathers and the degenerate behavior of fathers. Absolutely. I'm going to have other truth series on different other topics. Family, friends, so forth. But I wanted just to give you a little information that I feel, especially about fathers, I felt it is needed. Because we live in this society that a lot of fathers don't have that warrior spirit. They can't even protect the wife and children. They're very weak-minded. And you have a lot of weak-minded men in this day and time. And unfortunately, these weak-minded men procreate. And the boys or offspring, I should say, the boys and girls have to suffer through this. Because a lot of these fathers are very, very weak-minded. You know, as a father, you have to carry a warrior spirit. You have to see life in 3D. You gotta be able not only protect yourself, but protect your significant other and your children. You have to be a teacher, a leader, a provider. You have to know what goes on in your house as well as out of your house. It's a 24-hour day job. 24-hour day jobs, yes. 7 days a week. Non-stop. And it's not easy being a father. Your fathers know this. But you're going to make mistakes as fathers. But you have to still succumb to it and strive always to be a better man, because you can't only think for yourself. You as a leader have to think of everybody under you. And that's the hard job, especially when you are considered the king. It's hard to be the king. See, the previous show that I talked about mothers, mothers, even when they make bad decisions, they have support. They will always have a supporting class of people that will give them a helping hand. The community, society in general, a baby daddy, a husband, the ex, a family member. Somebody's always going to help them. But men, fathers, you know you are limited. You don't have that help of society like how a woman will have help. You're not going to have that same help with family, other family members, as if you was a woman. It just, you stand on top and everyone figure you're just going to have to find a way. And there's no sense crying about it, fathers. This is what it is. That's why it's hard to be the king. Thank you for listening.